Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we're going to be doing a review for the penultimate episode of Season 1 of Daredevil Born Again, Episode 8, Isle of Joy. Man, oh man. Before I get into spoilers, wow. This feels like what the whole season's been building to. We get so much going on, like all the things that people want to see. I know all the things that I want to see for sure. We get a lot of answers. We get a lot of interactions between all these characters. We get some confrontations that we finally want to see. And then towards the end, we get the most shocking thing. Like if you had asked me out of a list of 20 things what's going to happen as we get ready to close out the season, I would have never put it here. Like this was just incredible stuff. Really, really, just man, they know what they're doing. Look, I know it's been an up and down season for a lot of people. I know it's been definitely not the most smooth transition into this, but I feel like this are the episodes, 7, 8, and 9. These are the episodes that we we really know that what the story should be now. Like that this is where probably the creative team hadn't really, this isn't part of any reshoot or any of that. It doesn't feel like that anymore. It feels like we are in this to win it. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Daredevil Born Again. Once again, spoilers, big spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen the episode, make sure to go check it out. We open this episode with Bullseye. I think we all wanted to see Poindexter once again on our screen, and we finally get him. He's being moved to general population as opposed to, being in the protected custody in jail. And we find out why. We do find out that this is because of Mayor Fisk later on. But what is what is the reasoning behind it? And we know that he's going to get eaten alive in Gen Pop just because he is a vigilante. He's killed a lot of people, and he's probably does, I don't think even the people in jail think very highly of him. So we also see Heather and Matt arguing about Daredevil. I think Heather, obviously, because of her previous encounters, is not very pro vigilante or even pro, mask individuals. She's definitely been through a lot after last episode with Muse. So Buck, Mayor Fist's assistant, shows up with an invitation to their big party tonight, which will close out the episode. Fisk also, in the meanwhile, as Matt kind of veers a little bit away from Heather, and their relationship is a little bit in trouble. Fisk and Vanessa's relationship gets even closer. He takes her to the dungeon where he's keeping Adam, and I did not see this coming, but Vanessa kills Adam. She just straight up shoots him. Like, they have a little bit of conversation. It's not right away that she does it, but she ends up doing it. And this feels like it helps them move past all their issues. Everything's out in the open. Fisk is being honest, and I think that's what Vanessa really wanted to make sure that she hadn't really lost Fisk, now that he's mayor. So, yeah, and also we find out that it was because of Vanessa that Luca was killed in the last episode. So, yeah, Vanessa and Fisk are stronger than ever. Um, Matt has a difficult client at the office after his thing. He's having a bad day overall, but he goes to Josie's bar afterwards. As they're having a drink with Josie and Cherry shows up, Matt figures out something and does go visit Poindexter because Poindexter's Bullseye, because he had requested his Matt Bullseye requested Matt visit him in prison to try to help him out. Like he needs, I don't know that he has any lifelines left. So it's a really, really intense conversation between them. Matt drops an F bomb. This might be the second F bomb we get in like a Marvel MCU proper title. After Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's really interesting. But Matt smashes Bullseye's face against the table a couple of times. Obviously, he's restrained right by his hands so that he won't be able to do anything. So before this, we get to see that the big party starting. But did I had a question because as Bullseye's taken to the infirmary, he has one of his teeth knocked loose, and he uses that to escape because during treatment he's put on a chair so his hands are free once again. He uses that loose tooth from getting smacked against the table. So I thought for a minute that maybe Matt did that on purpose to set him loose, or did Bullseye figure out that Matt would hurt him in some way, and that might lead him to maybe find a way to try to escape. Either way, Bullseye's on the loose. He escapes from prison. He takes out a bunch of guards and takes out one. Goes under his identity to escape. In the meanwhile, we see the party. Everybody's kind of just having a good time as the people come in to visit Fisk. Right, Fisk is visiting. Fisk is talking to all these people uh, to kind of like strong arm them into donating to his project. Um, the woman that we had met before, I believe her name was Artemis. She's also in the pit. She's changed her tune a little bit about Fisk, and I feel like it's because Fisk has been blackmailing her somehow. With, we see Swordsman there, and he asks her about her husband, and she says, "I don't know, I haven't seen him. Do you know where he is?" So to me, that tells me that he's missing, and maybe Fisk is using that to kind of strong arm her. He also threatens pretty much Swordsman with revealing his identity as a vigilante and sending the task force out on him. As they leave the room, we see a reporter trying to sneak a picture in the ball, and Fisk just sends the task force after him. So the task force is just blatantly out of control at this point. Like, they don't really care anymore. They know that Fisk will let them do whatever they want as long as he keeps getting the results that he wants. Um, BB also is doing the work at the party. I wasn't sure about BB's character, like what the plan was going to be for her. But we finally see that she's been playing nice with the mayor because she's also doing more investigative work. She talks to the police commissioner uh, and saying that I'm publishing articles to help Fisk, like the story about Muse, under my name, but she also writes under other pseudonyms with some of the other information that she's gathering. So she's kind of working both sides, but she's getting in deep with the devil as you would, to get that and the information that she needs. She's also, pretty much cozying up to Daniel, who threatened her pretty much in the last episode. So yeah, great stuff. I think she's going to be a big part of the season, the next season. Now that we know exactly how she's been set up, just a great dance at the party. There's the first dance by the mayor and Vanessa. In the meanwhile, we see that Bullseye is coming in. Like, he's at the party, he's ready to take somebody out. He goes up to the rafters. In the meanwhile, it's just like a really intense scene because there's a lot happening, right? We see Bullseye moving into spot. We see Matt confronting. He wants to confront Fisk, but this is when their first dance as mayor and first lady of New York with Vanessa is to be taken time. And then Matt overhears Vanessa say that she wants to tell Fisk something, but Fisk knows that Daredevil can hear them, so he tells her, "Not right now." But that's when Matt figures out that it was her that killed Foggy. So Matt knew that somebody was sent out to kill Foggy. Somebody put Bullseye up to it, and it was Vanessa. And maybe that's why Bullseye's there. Maybe he was trying to kill either Fisk or Vanessa, and which they do this thing with Bullseye where, like, if you ever play those Arkham games where you have Batman's detective vision, where it turns blue and you can see everything, like it almost feels like it's slowed down. They do that a little bit here with Bullseye. He's got his own type of like vision, like everything turns blue and it looks a little bit different. And I feel like it's a fun way to let us know like how he can kind of see the world, and that's why he's so good at what he does. Right. Ultimately, Bullseye is about to shoot. Looks like Fisk, and Matt steps in the way. So Matt takes a bullet for Fisk, uh, knowing everything like that's going on between them. A lesser man would have just let Fisk take the bullet, or maybe Matt thought the bullet was going to Heather. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe, I mean, Bullseye has to know what Vanessa looks like, so I don't think that he would confuse Heather for Vanessa to kill her. So yeah, I don't really know, but Matt took a bullet, and as we end the episode, he's dying on the floor, bleeding out. So I mean, there's a season 2 of Daredevil, but man, oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen. How's Matt gonna get out of this? Will Heather find out that he's Daredevil, and how is she gonna take that because she doesn't like vigilantes? This was really cool, really intense episode. I love it. Really fun stuff. So if you watched this episode, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.